Hey there, I am coming to you guys today with trait number 3 in my book, The Kind of Leader We Need. And the trait number 3 is authenticity. It's on page 16. Authenticity leads with honesty about who they are, true to self and values. True to self and values. There's a quote by E.E. Cummings that says, "To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best to make you somebody else is to fight the hardest battle you are ever going to fight. Never stop fighting." Authentic leaders don't wear masks or play to the crowd. They don't lead from a script, they lead from their soul. Their strength comes not from trying to impress others, but from staying aligned with their values, their voice, and their deeper sense of purpose. In a culture that often rewards image over integrity, authentic leaders are refreshingly real. They know who they are, what they believe, and why it matters. Authenticity is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about being willing to admit mistakes, share struggles, and grow in public view. People trust authentic leaders not because they have all the answers, but because they tell the truth about what they're learning. Their consistency between word and deed builds credibility. Their vulnerability creates connection, and their integrity fosters trust that runs deeper than charisma ever could. Authentic leadership doesn't require a performance. It requires the courage to be fully yourself while serving something greater than yourself. Authentic leaders model what it means to lead from within, and in doing so, they give others permission and the freedom to do the same. The reflection questions for this leadership trait are: what are you most tempted to perform where are you most tempted to perform instead of being fully yourself? And what values are non-negotiable for you as a leader? What are those values that no matter what, you will not move away from them? You will not do something that is outside of those values. For me, I value honesty and authenticity so much that those are very true to who I am with everything that I do. Like, I'm very true to those values with everything that I do. And the last question for this trait is: how do your words and actions reflect the real you, especially under pressure? And that's when we find out what values we hold near and dear, is when we are faced with that choice where it's tremendous pressure and we have to make a choice. We have to make a choice. Am I going to be a hypocrite, or am I going to be true to who I am? Am I going to be authentic in this moment and stay true to the core values of my beliefs, or am I going to take the easy path and do something different outside of my values? So when we're squeezed, we find out they say that you find out what's inside of someone when they're squeezed. And when we're under pressure, we find out who we are, and people find out who we are. Just something to think about today. On page 18, it has a quote that says, "Have the courage to be fiercely authentic. There is only one of you, and that is your superpower. There is only one of me, and that is my superpower." Don't trim the true self of who you are back so someone will like you. The right people will like you when you are being true to who you are. And whatever you're irritating in someone else by being uplifting and kind and true to the most authentic version of you, that's on them. Don't worry about it. Just, go around in this world being true to who you are when you're at your very best. Like that's what we need to see more of, is passionate people who are true to who they are when they're at their very best. And if other people are bothered, don't worry about it. You just need to keep being fully authentic in who you are and be 100% who you are so that people can realize it's safe to be who they are. There is only one of you, and that is your superpower. There is only one of me, and that is my superpower. Eckhart Tolle, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, says only the truth of who you are, if realized, will set you free. Man, it's pretty awesome to be set free. So step more fully into who you are today, and I promise you the right things will align themselves with you, and you will just be so grateful that you're living your truest self and your highest purpose. Have a great day.